There we go. I do believe we're live, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. We're back again, home. Look at us. We went on adventures into the outside world, and then we returned back to our humble abode, back to this place we call home, all the way away from where we were. Nice having you here. I had a good weekend. I had a weekend filled with good conversations, with kindness, with patience, with awareness, with learning how to deal when things go wrong. Some of the water, like it was raining a lot. Was it? Raining a lot. A lot of rain. Some of the water kind of went into some of the gear, some of the lighting stuff. And the owner of that brand was so stoic and so controlled. His name is Chris. In the midst of all of that stuff happening, met a bunch of cool friends. Kyle and Josh were the two people next to me for the most part during the whole weekend. Josh was doing lights, and Kyle is the sound engineer. And then there's Wes. Wes is also one of the crew. He was there, I think, almost like as an extra standby for if anything doesn't go the way it's supposed to. Good morning, Zhao. I slept in. Hope you got some good rest. I've been feeling pretty sleepy EP2. I woke up still like around 7 a.m.-ish this morning, and then I did some things, and then I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna try and go back to sleep, and then I slept until like 12. So I also slept, I slept in extra. It's good. Sometimes we deserve some extra sleep. Saturdays are the days that Joe also gets like a extra one off. All right. And I'm seeing it almost like a double day off for you, Joe, because it's like a day off from work, or not really a day off, but she gets to work from home. But also on top of it, other people are at work, which means you get like a day off from them being open enough to ask you if you're open. I got so many gifts this weekend. I got some nugs. Yes, man. These are all of the nugs I got gifted. Most of these were grown by Canna Chris, he calls himself. Canna Chris. Like cannabis. Exactly. Yeah, now we can see with our eyes. Like these nugs are spectacular. So beautiful. Another. And another. And these are all of the grown gifts. But one of them got made. It smells so good. Look at how dense that is. It's like a whole world in there. And then this one looks like fairy tale. I've already taken some bits of it, unfortunately. You can see there's some bit missing, but still, look at that. Don't look at my face, look at the nuggery. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Isn't that insane? Very grateful. Most of the DJs are actually people that grow bud. Go figure. All of them are drum and bass DJs as well, and drum and bass can be pretty intense. So having some Mary Jane can definitely help. Yeah. And then there's another gift as well that I got. I gave a lot of my stickers away as well, which was super fun. It's curious to me as well. Like there was this moment where I spent some time cutting out flowers like these. right? Where I took the time to make them like little cutout flowers. And then after doing that, I kind of like make this commitment almost to myself. I don't know if it's commitment. I have this internal dialogue, let's say. That's a better way to articulate it. Where I go, since it's an extra effort doing these like these, cutting them out myself, I'm going to only let people take one if they ask for one. And then I do it, and every single person that asks or that I offer to want more. They want at least two. At least two. They don't just want one. Right? And that to me, I felt was a compliment that I couldn't have. Like this is what they look like, the ones that I cut out myself. Right? People wanted more than one. I felt good about that. That was a gift to me too. The fact that they wanted to keep these little thingies. So many people put them on their phones directly. Uh, Reese, the artist friend that we got to meet as well, put it on his phone. He had the exact same phone as me, and at one point in the night, I see him picking up my phone and putting it in his pocket, and I go, "I'm pretty sure that's my phone, dude." And he goes, "What? Really?" And then he takes his phone out, and it's the exact same phone with the exact same cover on it, and it was kind of funny. He was like, "Bro, I've never met anybody else who had this phone." Casually stole the phone. And then he asked me for all. I gave him a sticker as well, and he put it on the back of his phone. And he uses his phone to like time lapse him painting and stuff. So my mind just went down this whole rabbit hole of there's gonna be like a little version of me looking at his art, and then when he looks back at his phone to make sure it's where it's supposed to be, there's a version of me looking at him. Love is true. I'm super grateful for the weekend. There were so many moments of I want to use the word presence, but that feels a little bit too generic. Let's say authenticity. There were so many moments of authenticity that really did make me feel like my frequency was being raised. Let's use the most hippie of words I can muster. It really was like that. I remember at the start last week, of the week, before the weekend had come, going down the rabbit hole of thinking about that feeling of wanting something to be over, wanting to get to the point of something. And I was talking about some of the resistance and tension that I felt in myself and thinking about the weekend and all that was going to await me. And it's so interesting, so stark, if you will, how much changes as soon as you are actually in the environment. Another way to say this is that when you feel that sense of resistance in yourself, right? Like the whole experience of going to the gym and you have this little voice that's like, I don't know if I want to go. Are you gay? Second person to ask me in the last 20? No, like last 48 hours. I'm an artist. I am an artist. And I was showing someone my art and he goes, "Are you gay?" And I'm like, "No, sir, I'm engaged." but but I'm not gay, sir. Why do you ask, Kingpin? I really am curious. The reason he asked me and he let me know very quickly is because in his world, and he's an older gentleman, like going on to 50, in his world, mostly the gay individuals that he got to have conversations with are the ones that are the artistic amongst the men, right? And the fact that I try and be an artistic individual, he had to confirm or affirm his potential suspicions. Luckily not. Is there something else that I'm particularly thinking about sharing? You know what? I'm just gonna share thank yous with Kenna Chris for growing this bud and for giving me a nug. There's one other thing that I got as well. One more gift. There technically are even more nugs that he gave me in this too, but those were the most gorgeous ones. Such an such an incredible taste, but the way that my mind was trying to articulate it was like taste wasn't simple enough of a descriptor, so it had to start building a visual representation of what I was tasting. What I was tasting, and this is I'm not even joking. This is literally what my mind was imagining. What is that taste? I was asking, and then it imagined this to try and explain it to me. Is that imagine there was a cookie, right? Like a ginger snap kind of cookie. Yeah. Yes, that's so good. A ginger snap cookie sphere. Hey, to you it's Cobble. It's Melt. It's me. I'm MeltMore. It's nice meeting you. I'm trying to give a visual description of a taste that this thing tastes like. So, a sphere of a cookie that bakes. And then inside of said cookie sphere, there is actually a grapefruit. But because of the baking outside cookie, the grapefruit is slowly off gassing all of its grapefruity flavors. But because there's a cookie around it, they can't escape. And because cookie also has flavor, there is this intermingling between the two of each other. And that's what this tastes like to me. I'm bad at visuals, let me taste. I mean, there is another cycle left here for you, Mr. Cobble. So if you were close enough, I'd hand it to you. Nice to meet you, Mr. Melt. Nice to meet you too. It's the first time you're here? Think it might be. I haven't seen It's Cobble before. I'm guessing that you're also doing Twitch streams of a name like that. Yep, first timer. Welcome. I've been doing this for a while. You don't stream. Excuse my assumption. What do you use Twitch for? Where are you from, if you don't mind? I don't mind. I'm from South Africa. It is raining out there. Might be a little bit calm. Maybe I can show you. Because I'm sitting inside right now because it's raining. Usually I like sitting outside. So, show you this part of the fractal. School. Hard time placing your accent. Yeah. I also don't have a traditional South African accent. Because I do the live streams, I spend a lot of time talking to myself. And if I was speaking with an Afrikaans accent, what you might be looking for is something more like this. You know, I'll speak English with a very lekker Afrikaans accent. You know what I mean? But I have a hard time because it's again the way you like. Maybe this is just my own bias, but I do prefer American English. It's an articulation thing. Damn that garden, love the wall arch. It is nice. Arches have some power in them. Be so happy to see you actually say that. I'm gonna sit down before I start telling the story because I got to have a moment like that again this weekend. I gotta have a few moments like this, but I only once did the whole I'm from the internet thing. So me and Jovan, uh, my beloved, just above your name, you aren't here at the same text windows, so you might not see each other. But because I sound the way I do, people ask me where I'm from a lot. Like I get asked where I'm from very regularly. And because I spend so much time on the internet, both ways, right? Speaking into the internet like this and also absorbing information from the internet, my accent probably is more influenced by the internet than it is by the country I live in. So Joe recommended that I say when people ask that I'm from the internet, "Where are you from?" "I'm from the internet." And I did that this weekend. And I got a like the person liked the answer, right? And I told them, "Yeah, my beloved told me to say that I'm from the internet." Dream tooth, hey. All right, bless you. Oh, it's lagging when you go outside. I did leave the Wi-Fi range. That's also okay. I was confused who you were talking to. Yeah, it's Cobble. There is so I'm technically using a piece of software that lets me multi-stream to both YouTube Live and also Twitch. So my YouTube Live is like the original. I don't know if you use YouTube, but if you'd be willing to subscribe, you'll be noticed. You can say it in so many words. Right? I'll totally look at the subscriber count and be like, whoop, goes up by one number. I celebrate. I'll dance. I dance. I try and dance on Wednesdays. I love YouTube. Just never watch live streams on there. Yeah, YouTube isn't the best live streaming platform, admittedly. However, YouTube is the best video platform. And when these live streams end, they become videos, which is something that Twitch doesn't cater for. So by comparison, it's a worse product for the part of me that values having shown up and having created something. All right. Like there's a certain blockedness that attaches. Yeah. Man, this world we're in really does give us a lot to think about. The thing I was thinking about more than anything this weekend was love. Gotta follow for the chill, handsome vibes. Thank you. I forget that I'm handsome. Yes. Handsome is harder. I got called handsome by Nantes this weekend, right? And it was unexpected and received well as a compliment. I used to have long hair. It's couple. 152 streaming in a row. Yeah. Did you just go and check out my YouTube? Yes. Yes. 1,523 streaming in a row. Iteratively melting through day by day. Looking and sounding not the best, but I'm gonna get it used to melt on device. Looking and sounding not the best. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can remedy. The thing with YouTube is that all of that hard work has been documented. All right. Open them YouTube fractal. And you can go here. I'm gonna go and then we have those slices of my life. Yeah. Our technology has empowered us. There's me still with my long hair. A little bit of a while ago. That ASMR? You getting some ASMR experience from this? I do have good microphones. Look at that. My secret weapon. It does help a lot. Because I literally have a fan running next to me even. Because it's still hot even though it's raining. These were brought over from America by Jovan, by the other friend. ASMR is the best, yeah. Short hair glow up. We love to see it. Yeah, you know, it's Cobble. I went down this whole thing. Maybe there's something to be said about it. Today's stream topic. Let me just make extra sure the way that I said it. It shouldn't already be here. Taking the microphone. There we go. Yeah, what it takes. Well, I went down this. What it takes. I think I did probably lose my train of thought in the meanwhile. But when I'm thinking about the reason I set out to talk about what it takes is from this perspective of this weekend that we had. And thinking about the people we want to be in the world. When I was in school as a little kid, the fact that I was expected to cut my hair because that's what boys do, right? Boys have short hair. I didn't like that. So having to cut my hair felt like an attack on my person that I was actively trying to resist, but was actively being forced onto me. And then when I got out of school, I finally had the opportunity to actually grow my hair. And then I did. I cut my hair one time after school, just one time, where I had my hair short on the sides and I had very long hair on the top. And then after cutting it that last time, I just let it grow for 6 years. Might even be more than 6 years, technically. A little bit longer than 6 years. 6 years going on 7 years. And it was always a point of contention. It was always something that, would add extra discomfort, add knots in my hair, add challenge, let's call it. But it never gave me what it takes for me to cut it. And there was this point in my journey that I came to a conclusion about who I wanted to be and the things I had room for in my life. And I felt like I couldn't justify the amount of room I was making for having long hair. Right? And that might not make sense in those many words, but think about it from a perspective of screen real estate, right? If you have a screen and you have like a tab open, maybe you have 2 tabs open. Now suddenly there's like half of your screen one tab, half of your screen the other tab. And in that way, hair had too big of a tab open in my mind and my space and in my conceptions. Right? Like I had to think about my hair more than I wanted to. And that's what it took. And then I did what it takes. I also do have less hair now than I've ever had. That's also definitely a part of it. And like the amount of insecurity that goes with having hair in general. Again, right? Too much brain real estate for me, bro. Like can I think about something else? I ask. Hair holds a lot of emotion and feeling. How did it feel when you cut it off initially? It felt. Thank you for asking. It's Cobble, yeah, because it did feel like something, when it happened. It felt like change. Maybe that's the most like basic answer, but on a real level, it felt like something changed. Something changed in me, and oddly, it's Cobble. Something changed in other people. And I'm trying to parse if it was good or not, the change. It's one of those things where me with long hair communicates something, right? You can almost like, as you said, it holds emotion and feelings. You can, because of the emotions and feelings that hair held feel and feel and have emotions about something, right? As you're looking at me, it's almost like it forms a certain narrative in your head about what you're supposed to feel and what you're looking at. And as soon as I cut it, it's like all of that was gone. And it was more a matter of the person people saw was closer to what I wanted people to see from an ego perspective, right? This person that I am likes the idea of being responsible and dependable and capable. And in that way, having long hair, like technically you can imagine long hair communicating a certain capability as well because it has to be taken care of and styled and etc. etc. But on some level, there was less seriousness potentially applied to me with long hair. Like maybe this is all my own projection as well. I wouldn't even be surprised. But it's like people are just as loving. Like I don't think that has changed. You know, okay, this is the way that I think I can articulate it. It's like there is less hair to see, and in that way, more of me to see. Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. That's what it felt like. It's like suddenly when the hair was gone, there was more of myself. That doesn't make any sense, Mel. Don't look at me. I'm just talking about feelings here. Beautiful answer. Bless. Thank you. Mm, hair can do more than we lead to believe, than we're led to believe. Yeah, you know, like maybe I like chopped off my Samson powers. Maybe I can no longer kill a lion with my bare hands now, Mao Lao. Damn shame. I cannot. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop it right there. Like, let's step it back. I will be quiet for a bit, but I'm here listening still, enjoying the stream. Bless. Thank you for your collaboration and your input. It's Cobble. Don't feel expected to say something. Yeah, hair is so imperfect. Beautiful answer. What is dress? That is dress or scarf. Pattern is blending optical illusion. Yeah, it's a scarf. This was given to me by Anne. Anne is Cedric Martel's wife, and Cedric Martel is the guy who started the Mbata slapping brand. So, one of my clients' his wife sees me wearing scarves all the time, and then she was like thinking about the scarves that she has at home that just doesn't get used ever, and so she gives it them to me. And it does matchy the shirt as well, and I have some red pants. So yeah, filling the frame with colorful pixels. I just have to figure out a way, probably like by creating something that can like build rigid bodies, so I can just like put things in the air and have them like yes. And suddenly, even more pixels are colorful. I love it, client. What do you do for work? Whatever you're willing to pay me for. That sounds so scoffed, but it's true. I can do anything. I believe that. Maybe I can't brain surgery you. Don't pay me for brain surgery. And I probably gonna fall short there. But as of late, the work that I enjoy doing is visual work. So my business's motto is making vision visuals. All right. So you tell me what your vision is for your experience, for your festival, for what you want, and then I'll do my bestest to try and get visuals for that vision. And that I really enjoy. Like that's my bread and butter. And then because I uh, I'm still busy growing. I don't have that many clients to do that work for. So I expanded my horizons and I started doing work for that other client where I essentially did video editing and some influencering. Think that how would you call it? Basically, doing like talking head videos for their brand, which is a slapping competition, which is is one of those things, right? I'm not gonna because no. And then, is there any other work that I do? Yeah, I think I want to be able to bring more technology to people. Like this weekend, almost by accident, by circumstance, I became like film crew and mic operator too. So it is a matter of I like doing things. I really enjoy doing things and helping people. And it's just a matter of being given the opportunity to and being in the right space to actually help. Anything? No, not anything. Not actually anything, friend. That's why I was saying I'm making a joke. I'll do things that require skill for money. Maybe that's better. It takes skill to be a good stripper, Melt. Stop, please. Oh, please. All right. You are beautiful, says Mashkan Sony. That's so nice. Thank you. I'm sure you're beautiful too. And the surety comes from the fact that you are. Right? And I'm saying you are very deliberately because things that are usually tend to become more beautiful. At least in some ways, right? And this is again a matter of perspective, but when I see walls with cracks and pieces of paint chipping away and like mold, or maybe not mold. I'm more thinking about lichen. Lichen, yes. Lichen growing on like the cracks. That to me is beautiful. I find that beautiful. Right? But aesthetically, if you like a flat surface that's painted one color and you think that's beautiful, then you might not like the cracks and paint chipping and lichen growing on the walls. So in that way, for me, I believe that whole beauty is in the eye of the beholder also goes down the rabbit hole of the one who beholds beautifully is actually the one that's beautiful. Right? So thank you for beholding me beautifully, friend. Love is true. I'd go to a slapping competition. Seems like it could be fun. It is very energetic. You know? Like I've been to many different experiences. Not enough, but thinking about the contrast that I've gone through from music festival to school in China to boardrooms with like governmental employees to tender for AV jobs to doing installations at these massive conference rooms to I did mention the festival fractals to being on a farm, little farm town in the middle of nowhere, right? Like every place and every kind of like reason to come together comes with a whole energy, comes with a whole world of its own, of feeling and of experience. And comparing the two kind of things that you can pay money to go and see, for example, like a music festival or a slapping competition, the music festival's energy will be like a sense of acceptance and loving kindness and excitement for the future because there is this acknowledgement that we are here in the present, right? Like, bro, look at like if me and you are here right now and we can share love with one another, just imagine how good the future is going to be if this is what we have already, right? That kind of energy. Where the slapping competition's energy, and again, this is me communicating the fun side. That's the fun side there can be stress as well, right, at the festival. But the fun side of the slapping competition in that way will be this energy of excitement, like a hyping up of a moment, right? Like it's very much to a point where the festival's energy might be very ethereal and let's even call it like infinite in nature, right? There's this sense of infinity in that experience. The slapping competition is a lot more transient. Is that the word? Hey Google, define transient. Testing, yeah, lasting only for a short time. Yeah, transient. It's a lot more transient, and that's why it's so important to like film everything so that you can like try and reserve some of that energy and try and communicate some of that energy online. So it depends on what you're looking for, right? Some people want that transient experience because it's like if you miss it, you've missed it, right? And like technically it's true for the festival too, but in that way, for the festival is going on, right? It's this ongoing thing that for me technically already started Thursday morning. That's when I was at the festival, starting to do festival things, right? There was music playing, there were people, there were conversations had. That experience, that feeling was already there. And then it was the Friday. You could, pay your tickets for, and then there was an option to come Saturday that you could pay a cheaper ticket for, and then there was the option to pay Sunday, which you pay even a cheaper ticket for. And in that way, there was this whole of an experience. If I come Saturday afternoon, I can still have the festival experience, still have the festival conversations and feelings. Where if you miss the slapping competitions slap, then it's done, right? Like there's not gonna be more slaps throughout the night and then into the morning for you to be there for. This is not me recommending, right? Like don't miss the slaps quickly run out and go and see them. It's more me talking about the experiences people seek. And there are so many experiences to seek. It's cool to have choices. Okay, ephemeral. Ephemeral. Yeah, the festival experience can be pretty ephemeral. Ephemeral is like fairy tale esque, right? Like magical. Hey Google, define ephemeral. Lasting for a. Okay, that's also transient and ephemeral is lasting for a short time. Ephemeral is very short. Maybe transient is like short, and ephemeral is very short, which it might be. But ephemeral sounds like such a nice word, where transient feels like it could be a bad thing. Saying things without saying them. Totally. It's wild how quickly our experience change. What does it take for your experience to change? Yesterday, I was at a festival. Today, I'm back home again. And the version of me that went to that festival has died. And the version of me that's sitting here right now is the one that continues to be alive. And I'm saying that not from the perspective of having had any ego death experiences this weekend, even, but more having come to a certain point of I want to use the word stability. I feel I gained a lot of stability this weekend. How are you actually? I'm pretty good. I feel like I'm missing, someone very special in my life, but that's not taking away from the good that I'm experiencing in this moment. All right. I went through the rabbit hole of, hey, Kristen, it's nice having you. Say words, point of stability. Good morning to you, Joe Poe. It's nice having you here too. Hey, Joe is sending love. Love is love. This is true. This is true, bro. And there was a lot of love shared this weekend as well. There was so much stoked energy, so much excitement. And it really takes a lot. It takes a lot to do a festival. Can we just take a moment? And I've been like holding on to this little secret this whole time. I didn't tell you that I did tell you that I got more gifts. But I didn't tell you what the other gifts were. I showed you some of the nugs. But what's this? Can we have guesses in chat? What's this? Hmm? You know? You don't know? This is one of the most special gifts I've gotten. One of the most. Because gifts usually are, at least to me, a point of consideration. All right. A really good gift is one that was bought with consideration. In that way, Jovan got me these microphones because she knows that this is what we do. We have conversations, right? And if it wasn't for this microphone, the audio quality would be very bad right now. It's raining and there's a fan running next to me at the same time. So her considering my needs led her to getting me this gift. And that is very special to me, right? And in that way, gift giving can be special if it's done with that intent. And I want to share one of the other gifts that we got this weekend with you friends. Jovan says, yay, I'm looking forward to seeing this thingy. Yay. So much energy expended and so much energy absorbed. Festies are pretty surreal, very much so. Okay, I'm gonna take. I'm still. I haven't seen any guesses of what it is. Yeah, still do what I'm waiting for. Huh? No guess. Nobody knows. Maybe there's like some Taco Bell gift card. That's hilarious, Mojo. Oh, considered my this is not a need that I had. Just for that sake as well, Mojo. You're right. Cracked me up too. I didn't technically have this need, but this is what he got me. So that right there is the brand that I did the visuals for's logo. They're called the Conclave. And the Conclave had their very first 3-day outdoor festival this weekend. And, you know, Morris made me a coin of my name on it. Melt. Melt has gotten a coin. Tiny bracelet. Bracelet for her fingers. That's a ring, Melt. No, this is finger bracelet. Rings are just something different. It's backwards. Oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do like something like this. Yeah. Conclave. They had a beautiful setup. The coin is badass, my dude. Right? Having a little. There's the date as well. Having a little memento. right? Like I have all of the art from the weekend, and it's very cool to me. But having a little piece of metal, and it's a thick one, like this thing is like some unit. Oh, it's even personalized, right, Joe? How cute is that? Thank you, Morris, dude. He's probably not seeing this, but thank you anyway. It means this is special. Hopefully next year we get another coin. I wanna have a whole stack of them. At the end of my life, I want that like stack of coins. Okay. Very cool piece of juju. Ah. This thing is gonna be like a point of like grounding for me in my life. I can already see it. Because again, this is the way I see it, right? This is maybe I can share this from that perspective of what it takes, right? It doesn't take everything to make something like this. Takes capital, takes intention, takes effort, takes organizing, takes follow up, right? So it takes a lot still, but it doesn't take everything. And for someone to have gone through the effort of making sure that these things get made and what it means to receive one, knowing that you did do a lot to make sure that this event is as beautiful as you can manage for it to be, and then to be seen. No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna suck the tears back in. It's special and feels real. feels feels real because people will always tell you that you are appreciated, but it's so easy to forget. Like you get told you are loved, you get told that you're doing great, and then you feel good about that for 20 seconds, and then you go right back to your own spiral, right? At least that happens to me. Having something that I can be like, hey, look, oh, it's a little coin for you, bro. Something that you can hold on to as a token of appreciation. An actual token of appreciation. That's awesome, dude. Thank you, Morris. Yeah. Good thing I only did it now. If I did it earlier, I probably would have cried more. Melt, I generated this AI art. I forgot the prompt because it was a couple of weeks ago, but I posted on Discord. My congrats. I want to see. Ooh, Zano posted some of her flowers in creative space too. They look really cool. Maybe I should show you a second. And in general? Oh wow. That's pretty cool, bro. Killing Fest, content, so many labels I could go on. Take this, memory coin, only remember the good. None of it is real anyway. It's brilliant. That's cool, bro. So, again, either nothing is real or everything is real. Alright? And again, the compliments are just as real. I wasn't saying that this isn't real, and I wasn't saying the compliments isn't real, but the realness of a piece of metal that you can hold on to feels real. Feels real. And again, it feels real. And it's almost like the more we get to have experiences that feel real, like love, all right? That's what we show up for in this space, especially. Like the reality of this whole experience, I think, sets in harder. And then you can do something about that. If this is real, if this isn't just all an illusion, then it's suddenly like this matters. Right? The stakes are suddenly higher. Thank you, friends, for making this real, for showing up the way you do, for loving me always. That's cool. Very, very cool piece of juju. That's really awesome. Love you, friends. I would keep it forever just because I'm keeping this forever, bro. Like, there is no reason for me to ever want to let go of this. I already have many things that I want to hold on forever. Like, let me just show you this. Right? Like, this is sitting next to my computer. This is a gift Joe brought me. And then, again, in arm's reach. This one is a little bit more intimate. I'll show you quickly. There you go. You have to know to know. And then there are these. So when me and Jovan went to this like artisanal theater, they had this little dragon's face is unfolded. It's okay. It's okay. They had a little table set up to do some origami classes with a teacher. So me and Joe made some dragons. And they've been living on my computer. So yeah, I am a sentimental person. I am very sentimentals because I want to stack these. I want to just have like stacks on stacks. For every year we throw a festival, we get more. I do wanna help next time though. But that's just because I'm creative. Yes, totally. I'm very creative. And I want to add like more texture to this as well. Maybe that will overdo it, but that's just my own wanting more. Extra. Orange and purple dragons. I'd keep those forever too. Like I can like walk you through spaces where I have like some of my forever keep things. It can be a mission carrying stuff. You earned that medallion, brother bear. It was given with intentions and appreciation. It really was. I saw that dream. Very nice. Did he send that earlier? Okay, what's the day? Suddenly I have to go and check. I saw that dream, bless. I did a thing. Mel does business. The good works of our friends and fam are hard to explain unless you see and feel them. This brother does the good work. Bless. You're doing the good work too, bro. There is no separation in this work that we're doing after all. We really are showing up for it together. I'm so sentimental. I'm so used to giving people stuff and it gets tossed aside. Jeez, my heart is feeling extra sentimental now, right? Yeah, yeah. Getting to hold these moments. Getting to acknowledge how special these things are. Because we are human beings, right? We live in the physical world right now. Sure, I believe we might transcend having to physically exist in our timelines. Totally. But until that day, here I am. All right? I am flesh and blood. I breathe and eat. I'm supposed to be experiencing these things. And Loving the things that have been gifted to us, knowing that they're coming from someone we love, and knowing that every time we look at that thing that has been given in love to us, we get to love those who gave it. That's what gift giving's about, right? Yeah. Giving gifts. Love is true. I have a whole shelf of juju, so many pieces of memorable trinkets. I love this. Thank you for doing what it takes, friend. Even if it means carrying things with you for a very long time. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to end this stream and then start up the horizontal one for a little bit. Same as Jaju. Love is true. Holding your friends here with me. I'll see you again soon. In a moment. Goodbye, everybody.